So today we're going to do conditionals, the 0th and the 1st. The first thing we want to know is, what is a conditional phrase? So if we have clause A, which is something that can happen, it has a relationship with clause B. What is that relationship? A causes B, or maybe A leads to B, or in other words we say that clause B is conditioned by clause A, and that's why it's called a conditional. But forget about this pompous theory. The most fundamental conditional is not really a conditional, but it's called the 0th conditional because clause A always causes clause B. It always happens. When do we use that? Well, we use it in scientific laws when something certainly leads to something else. Maybe rules of a game or a law. And when we are very certain or confident of the outcome. So let's look at examples of the 0th conditional. Clause A always causes clause B. Scientific laws. We know that light passes through air and water causes seeing a rainbow. How do we put these two clauses together? Well, we say if light passes through an air and water, clause A, then you see a rainbow. If light passes through air and water, you see a rainbow. Both clauses are in the present simple. One leads to another, always. Let's look at two other examples. If you heat water to 100 degrees centigrade, it boils. One leads to another. Both are present simple. If you drop a ball, it falls. Always. Both present simple. Let's take another example when we talk about the rules of a game or a law. If you collect 100 points, you finish the game. That's a rule of a game. It always happens. If you don't show your ID, you are not allowed in. These are the rules or the laws of a certain shop or pub. What happens when I'm very certain and very confident? For example, tomorrow there are elections. If Trump wins the elections, we are doomed. You may disagree with me, but I'm certain and confident that if Trump wins the election, we are doomed. If I want something, I get it. I may be arrogant, I may be determined, but if I want something, I get it. Now we can go to the first conditional, which is really a hypothetical cause and effect. Clause A is something that happens, maybe in the future, and it causes B. So it happens in the future, but we use the present simple. And clause B is a possible outcome of A in the future, and we use the simple future. Let's take an example. If she sings a song, he will sing with her. The first clause is something that might happen in the future, but we still use the present simple. If she sings a song. And the outcome, which is only possible, is he will sing with her. If she sings a song, he will sing with her. Is she singing a song now? Not now, but maybe she will in the future. Is he singing with her? Not now, but maybe he will in the future. Are we sure he will sing with her? No, but there is a good chance he will. Let's take another example. If the child falls on the floor, he will cry. Clause A, the child falls on the floor, might happen in the future, but we use the present simple. And the outcome, he will cry. Simple future. Is the child falling? Not now, but maybe he will in the future. Is he crying? Not now, but maybe he will after he falls. Are we sure he will cry? No, but there is a good chance he will. Conditionals practice. Now I would like you at home to choose zeroth or the first conditional. If my brother comes, we open a bottle of wine. Should I use the zeroth or the first conditional? I would use the first conditional. If my brother comes, we will open a bottle of wine. I think he would like it, but maybe he's too tired and he doesn't. If electricity passes through a wire, the verb has become hot. Zeroth or the first? I would use the zeroth conditional. If electricity passes through a wire, it becomes hot. That's a scientific law. It is always correct. So here's some ideas for practice at home. Choose the zeroth or the first conditional to do the following. Describe the rules of a game you like. It could be chess, cards, Monopoly, whatever. Would you use the zeroth or the first conditional? What will you do if your mobile phone is lost? That might happen in the future. What will you do? You can't understand the person talking to you. Maybe it's happening now. Maybe it will happen in the future. What will you do? You drink too much wine. I hope that was helpful. Do practice at home. Goodbye.